Welcome back to my online teaching platform. In this video, we'll be looking at how we can differentiate the given function or the given rational function from the first principle. So we are to differentiate the function y is equal to 2x divided by x squared minus 1 from the first principle. So let us state or let us get the formula that we are supposed to use anytime we are to find the derivative of a given function from the first principle. So the formula is dy dx is equal to the limit of f of x plus h minus f of x all divided by h as the h approaches 0. Alright, so this is the formula that we'll be using. So let us look at the function. So the function itself is y is equal to 2x divided by x squared minus 1. So this implies that our f of x is equal to 2x divided by x squared minus 1. So that's it. Let us get our f of x plus h. So our f of x plus h becomes, we are just going to replace x with x plus h. So wherever you see x in the original function, you replace it with x plus h. So we are getting our x plus h in place of the x in the numerator, all divided by so all divided by our x plus h, also replacing the x in the denominator, but there's a square here, so x plus h all squared minus 1. So this becomes our f of x plus h. Now, when you take the formula, we have, let's look at the formula. When you take the formula, you can say the numerator is f of x plus h minus f of x. So let us work on that one first. So we have our f of x plus h minus our f of x. So this will be equal to 2x plus 2h then it's going to be x plus h all squared minus 1, then minus the original function, which is 2x divided by x squared minus 1. Okay, x squared minus 1. So let us simplify this. So for our f of x plus h minus the f of x, let us get our LCM. Let us find the LCM for the two denominators. So we are going to get x plus h all in brackets squared minus 1. Then we have another one all in bracket multiply x squared minus 1 in another bracket. So that becomes our LCM. Alright. So when you divide the LCM by the first denominator, it will leave with x squared minus 1. So we are going to get 2x plus 2h in bracket multiplying x squared minus 1. Then we take the second one too. When that one divides the LCM, it will leave with x plus h all squared minus 1. So we are going to multiply it by its numerator, which is a 2x, the open bracket, bigger bracket. Let me clean this one. So we are going to get x plus h all in bracket squared minus 1. Then you close it nicely. Alright, so we continue to simplify. So we getting the numerator. Let us simplify that one. when it comes to the numerator, the first one, we have 2x multiplying x squared. So let us work on that one first. So we are going to get 2x cubed, then multiply -1 give us minus 2x. Then the 2h was multiply. We're going to get 2x squared h. Then the 2h will still will multiply the negative one. We are going to get negative 2h. All right. So now let us work with the other bracket. So we have minus negative 2 outside. We have negative 2x multiplying the whole of what you have in the bracket. When you expand x plus h, all in bracket square, we are getting x squared. We have done a similar thing in the previous video. So x squared plus 2xh plus h squared, then a minus 1. So let me close it nicely. Then all will be divided by our LCM, which is x plus h in bracket squared, all minus 1 in another bracket. Then multiplying another bracket that is containing x squared minus 1. Right. So let us continue to simplify the numerator. We are getting 2x cubed. Here will be minus 2x plus 2x squared minus h minus 2h. Then let us expand this bracket. So we are going to get negative 2x times x squared will give us negative 2x cubed. Negative 2x times the 2x h will give us negative 4x squared h. Then negative 2x times h squared will give us negative 2x h squared. Then we have a negative 2x times negative 1, so we get plus 2x. All will be divided by the denominator. So we have x plus h all squared minus 1 in one bracket, multiply another bracket, x squared minus 1. Close it nicely. So we continue to simplify. We are going to get, so you say we have 2x, we have 2x squared here, so we can cancel out, just simplify it. So this minus this will give us 0. We have another negative 2x here plus 2x will also give us 0. Then we have 2x squared h also minus 2s. Sorry, this one cannot cancel out because one is having 1 in 1, we have x to be a square, so you'll be left with. So now we are going to get it as 2x squared h minus 2h, then minus. So we have like terms, but we have negative 4x squared h. Okay, yeah, the square is affecting. Okay, so then I think they are not like terms. So let us write them first. So minus 4x squared h minus 2x h squared. All will be divided by x plus h squared minus 1 in one bracket, multiplying x squared minus 1 in another bracket. So we continue to, we are still working on the numerator. So we are going to get, I think we have, you can see that we have 2x squared h, then we have 4x squared h. So they are like terms, we can subtract. So we are going to get negative 2x squared h, then minus 2h, then minus 2x h squared. Then we can now divide through by our denominator, which is bracket x plus h squared in one bracket minus 1, close your bracket, open one bracket, x squared minus 1, then close your bracket nicely. Alright, so now you can now substitute this expression into the formula. So we have our dy dx is equal to the limit of, so we have negative 2x squared h minus 2h minus 2x h squared, all divided by the denominator x plus h, one bracket square minus 1, close the bracket nicely, multiply another bracket x squared minus 1. Then everything will be divided by, because in the formula we have it divided by h. So let me bring it. So we are going to get everything divided by, so it will be divided by h. And h can be written as h over 1 as the h approaches, as our h approaches 0. Alright, let's continue to simplify. We are going to get it to be the limit of the same thing. So it's going to be negative 2x squared h minus 2h, sorry, minus 2h rather, sorry, minus 2x h squared times 1 divided by h. Then we have the denominator of the expression, which is all in bracket x plus h in one bracket squared minus 1 in one bracket multiplying x squared minus 1 as our h approaches 0. Alright, so you can now simplify. You can simplify the numerator where you factorize each out. You are going to factorize each out, or you can just divide each of the terms in the numerator by h. So let's just do that, because so that it will move very fast. So just going to be, so when this h divides the h in the first term, that's the first term in the numerator, you are going to get negative 2x squared. When it divides the h in the second, you are going to get negative 2. When it divides the h in the third term, you are going to get negative 2x h. Then all will be divided by, all will be divided by same denominator, bigger bracket, then x plus h all squared in one bracket multiplying x squared minus 1 in another bracket as h approaches 0. Alright, so you can now substitute the value of h into the expressions. We are going to get negative 2. Okay, there's no h here. Alright, so negative 2x squared minus 2x, then you replace the h with 0 here, right, nicely. Then everything divided by our denominator again, but now you are going to replace the h with 0, all squared minus 1, then in bracket multiplying x squared minus 1, so that we are getting closer to the final result. So we are going to get negative 2x squared minus 2 all divided by, so in the first bracket of the denominator we are going to get x squared minus 1, then multiply another x squared minus 1. Alright, and this will give us negative, you can factorize negative out or negative 2 out. So, but if you don't want to do that, we can just leave it in this form, negative 2x squared minus 2 all divided by our x squared minus 1 appeared is multiplying itself 2 times, so we can make it x squared minus 1 in one bracket all squared. So this becomes the derivative of the given function. So we conclude that dy dx is equal to negative 2x. I think it's negative 2x squared. Okay, it's negative 2x squared minus 2, all divided by x squared minus 1, all squared. Alright, thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Math with Ebefa. Thank you. Bye.